Hey everybody, how is your Friday the 13th going? What a strange October we're having, aren't we? Well, I am glad to be back with you this week talking about Disney's Encanto and the lessons that we can learn from that and how it applies to our chronic pain. Now, if you are meeting me for the very first time, hi, my name is Amy Eicher, and I am a chronic pain coach and best-selling author, and I help motivated women get back to lives that they love through the use of education, movement, and self-discovery. Today, we are going to be exploring the world of Disney's Encanto, or at least two of the characters and kind of the overarching theme of the movie. Now, if you know me at all, you know that I love coffee mugs and I love Disney. And it took me a while to get into this movie. I had to watch it a couple times. The music is fantastic. So if you just like good music, I highly suggest you listen to the soundtrack. But if you want to understand a little bit more about what I'm talking about in this video, I suggest you watch Disney's Encanto. It's a story about a family in a magic house, and there's all kinds, and we don't talk about Bruno, and there's all kinds of super cool stuff, and I don't want to ruin the movie, but I do want to talk about two of the characters today and the lessons that we can learn from this movie and how it applies to our chronic pain. I would say the overarching theme of the movie is definitely family traumas and family expectations, as well as kind of the role that we play in our family and how that influences our personality, our decision making, and whatnot. And as the eldest in my family, I certainly relate to Louisa. She is the strong one, and her magical gift is strength. And I love her song, and again, I don't want to spoil it for you, but she's the strong one, and she's always got to be strong, and this causes so much pressure for her. She doesn't want to always be in this role. It's okay sometimes, but she doesn't always want to be the strong one, and I really understand what that's like. And many firstborns experience this. I know a lot of only children do too. If you are familiar with birth order, let me know in the comments what, are you a first, a middle, a last, an only? And, do you agree with what birth order has to say about your personality? I think that it influences our nervous system, the order in which we were born and how that interacts just with our personalities and the way that we take things. I take things very personally. I feel very responsible for a lot of stuff. I always want to be the helper. I always want to make sure that I'm making things easier on other people. And, because we're looking at chronic pain through the lens of the nervous system being extra sensitive, it would stand to reason that the nervous system is more alert, it's more aware, it's more sensitive if I'm constantly on the lookout for other people's needs. Pardon me. You're not boring me, I swear. But I'm sorry. It's been a rough, long COVID week for me brain-wise, and I almost didn't come on live, but I didn't want to miss my time with you all. But being strong and constantly having to think through things and think about other people and what they need, and carrying the weight of the family, whether it's your extended family, your immediate family, your nuclear family, whatever. Maybe you're the strong one at work. Maybe you're the one that does all the problem solving. You're the one that people come to when they need problems solved. If you can't ever say no, and you are always stuck in, or most always stuck in the position of being the strong one, like Louisa, that can, I am so sorry. That can create a hyper-awareness in your nervous system, which can exacerbate your chronic pain. Because, like we've talked about in other videos, it's what's in your cup, what is filling your cup and how full is it? And the more hyper aware your nervous system is on a variety of different things, the more likely it is that that pain is going to continue to overflow. Isabella, if you have seen the movie, she has the ability to create flowers, which is a pretty cool thing if you ask me. And she's proper and she's perfect and she's happy all the time, which maybe isn't real healthy. But she creates these beautiful flowers for everybody, and it's what everybody expects from her. And she's a little bit of a perfectionist. Yep, a little bit of a perfectionist. Well, perfectionists tend to be prone to self-criticism. And guess what that does to your nervous system? When you're constantly picking on yourself, when you're never good enough, when your internal voice is constantly criticizing, that creates for an unsafe environment, right? And we've talked about one of the ways that we get out of chronic pain is by creating a system of safety externally and internally. And self-criticism, perfectionism, having to be perfect all of the time is a great way to crank up that nervous system again. One of the catchiest songs from the movie is We Don't Talk About Bruno, right? We don't talk about Bruno, oh, right? Yeah, well, those of us in chronic pain sure know that our Bruno is our pain in settings where we're supposed to go along to get along, right? And it's mid-October and the holiday season is upon us. Thanksgiving is coming. Our winter holidays of Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and Christmas are coming. The New Year is coming. Black Friday sales, Christmas shopping, Christmas decorating, you know, 2 very giant meals in a very short amount of time. And I think about Louisa and Isabella and my tendency to have both of their characteristics and what that means for me for the holidays. I think about some people call it trauma, some people call it stress, family dynamics, call it what you like. But this family history, if you will, but we don't talk about a lot of the things that we really need to talk about to create that safety internally and externally. And that is especially true around the holidays. We suppress our pain, we pretend like we're okay. You've probably heard the term masking, where we pretend like things are fine. That can be used for the neurodivergents as well as for those of us in pain or with chronic illness, trying to pretend like we're okay or we're normal or that we don't have ongoing, continuing issues with our health. And I'm going to suggest that that's maybe not a great situation to be in. It makes it very difficult to enjoy the holidays for you, even if you're making it perfect and being strong for everybody else. So maybe we need to learn to talk about Bruno. We need to learn to talk about pain. And we need to deal with our past traumas. We need to deal with our perfectionism. We need to deal with always being the one that holds everything together. It's unpopular, but these are things that are contributors to most everyone's chronic pain. And when we get a handle on those things, our pain improves. So I'm not saying stop going to physical therapy or stop taking your medication, but I am saying if those things aren't enough, maybe it's time to look beyond them. Maybe we can learn some lessons from this kids' movie. Maybe we can deal with some of our past yuck, if you don't like the word trauma. And I'm going to challenge you that as we go into the holiday season, there are other ways that you can handle perfectionism, your place in your family, the struggles in your family. I'm going to suggest that by setting boundaries, by setting time limits, by knowing what you need and communicating that with your family, that you can indeed make your holidays better. I'm going to suggest that by using pacing and reducing your expectations of yourself, reducing that perfectionism, that you might actually enjoy the holidays without a boom bust cycle this year. And if you want guidance and instruction, step-by-step instruction on how to do those things, I am running an 8-week course starting October 26th called Holiday Bliss Blueprint. And the link for that is attached to this video. But it's 8 weeks starting on October 26th. And we are going to learn all about how to pace, like the actual how-tos. I'm not just going to tell you to do it. We're going to walk through it with each individual in the class. So this is very, very individualized. You're going to learn. You're gonna learn about priorities. You're gonna learn how to communicate boundaries. You're going to learn how to pace an activity like your winter holidays, right? That there's decorating, there's baking, there's cooking, there's managing family and travel and decor and all of those things. And I am going to help you create the holiday of your dreams. So if you want more information, go to the link in the comments, or as always, comment here or message me. And I encourage you to go watch Encanto. Think about how those characters' nervous systems are affected by their behaviors and their beliefs and their roles in their family. And let me know what you think. I'll see you next week. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Bye-bye.